So going into a little bit more detail about Generation Z, just some highlights. So this is taken from a piece of research called Ready or Not, Here Comes Z, or Z. This is a largely American-cited piece of information. But 5 things that I found really interesting about Generation Z is that they are builders. So with that use of smartphone technology, they're connected like never before. They feel that they are part of a global community. They can reach out to people through whichever platform they're on and build connections very easily in ways that all of us in the room probably could never have when we were the same age as them. They're geeks. So, and this is my particular favourite one because I'm a bit of a knowledge seeker and a bit of a geek myself in my spare time. They like to find their information. So a lot of people look at them and think they're obsessed with YouTube. They are. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're on there wasting time. They're actually using it to find out information, to teach themselves new skills. And as I said, they don't necessarily go to search engines to start their information searches. So they're looking on YouTube. They're trying to find gaps in their knowledge and how they can fill that. And that feeds into that piece around entrepreneurialism as well. So they very much see themselves as being masters of their own destiny. They've grown up in a time when they've had role models, particularly in media and film, like Harry Potter, Katniss Everdeen, people who've stood up and who've fought for something. And so they want to get involved with that, and they want to be able to be entrepreneurial in that respect too. In terms of their approach to brands, they love the fact that they look up to authentic leaders. So they're not necessarily fans of a lot of the leaders of the world at the moment because they don't find them particularly authentic. They don't think they're honest. They don't think they're very transparent. They're looking for trust. And that's an important part of any brand strategy for me aside from that. But it's interesting that this generation in particular are moving in that direction. And one of the most interesting pieces about them as well is in terms of that hero piece and who they're looking up to. There's a famous quote, and I'm forgetting the name of the person who said it, but around diversity and inclusion, around diversity is inviting people to the party and inclusion is asking them to dance. And for Generation Z, they expect to be dancing. They don't expect to be asked. And they feel like from the very first day that they join an organisation, they want to be having an impact. So that inclusive part for this generation and possibly ones behind them coming is going to be really important because I think sometimes within the world of recruitment, we focus very hard on the D and not necessarily on the I when we're looking at D&I strategies.